everybody, and welcome back to MrMFretwell Plays Minecraft. And in today's episode, we're out here again on the surface in our village, and we're going to continue work on the barn that we started in the last episode. I haven't done anything since last time, so there's nothing to report. So we're actually just going to dive straight into things here and actually continue the barn. So right at the end of last episode, I cut down my trees. You can see there's still some leaves decaying there. And what I was able to do with that is actually get some wood so we can work a little bit more on the barn. So yeah, let's fill this in for now. This is the first thing I want to do. Like this. And we're going to go all the way up. Except for here, of course, because that's where the doorway is. I'm going to fill all of this in. Like so. I'm going to do the same with this. And we'll do that. Here we go. Pretty much got the walls up now. I assume, yeah, no villagers should be able to escape that. I'm going to take this part of the wall out. Just like so. And we'll take this out here as well. Break this down. And we can fill that in. Kind of square it off, looks wise. Alright, so we have a nice big room now to work with. And this here is probably going to remain like that. Eventually I'll probably bring it around and it'll meet up there, maybe. But I'm happy with it the way it is now. Just do that, I guess. So how are we doing height-wise? Probably... Do I want to go one higher? I think I might do. But I might make the next one up be the roof. So obviously we talked a little bit about the roof in the last episode and kind of thought about how we wanted to do it. And the thinking was, because we want to retain a look to the village, we won't go with the cobble roof that I had initially thought of. And also it would have been really difficult to do given the space we have and the way that everything's laid out here and that kind of thing. So we should instead go for a different type of roof. And I'm thinking I'm probably going to do a flat roof for now. If I tried to do a barn roof, I could go this way. But then the problem I'm going to have is I would, for one, I'd have to take this pillar out and make the doorway go through here. And it leaves the pens with very little room, which is really what this barn is all about, the functionality, rather than having a super nice looking one. So I think we should do that for now. And the way I'm thinking about doing that is by doing something a little bit like that. Now I'm going to need to head down here safely, I hope. Not quite. And if I clear this out, I should have some depth. Yeah. Something a bit like that. Bring the terrain back a little. That's pretty good. I like that. Looks a little weird to me. So, it does look a little bit on the bland side. But what we could do is we could add some decoration to it, you know, fill out the front area a little bit more to kind of make it a little bit less plain. I think the building could also benefit maybe from, I could have some stalls come out where the animals can wander out, or alternatively I could break the wall up with some stairs or something to give it a little bit more texture. Possibly, I could do that. For example, an idea I have, let's just use these stairs here. I could do something like that maybe, and kind of do that in sections. I also don't have a lighting system in place yet either, so what I could do is do something like that and then have a lamp in there that would light the inside and the outside and just power the lever underneath that. That would also add some lighting, although I'd probably want to do, if I was going to do that, I'd probably want to do it here so it's in the center. I could really see a lamp going there though. I don't have any glowstone on me right now to mess around with, but I could see a lamp going in there and it actually looking really nice. Let me see if I've got some glowstone lying around, maybe downstairs, that we could try out and see. Sprint, sprint, sprint. Got a long ways to go down here. Really ought to make this a little bit better, if I can, make it a bit faster. Let me see, what do I have here resource-wise? Nothing in there. What about in the nether box? Nothing? Wow, do I not have any glowstone? I have some here. That'll do for now, and I'll bring some redstone too. I can make levers while I'm up there. So this will be enough to give us a try and see what it looks like. And then obviously I would still want to do the ground clutter stuff around the front of it. Really, really happy with the way the village is turning out so far. It's looking really nice. To me at least. Don't know about you. Right, so redstone lamps. And I'll make myself some levers. There we go. And then I would obviously want to power it. And I'll fill in the ground with some dirt. Yeah, I like that. That looks cool. It kind of breaks the wall up, I feel. Makes it look a lot less bland. Now I would like to see what would it look like if I did it side by side with what we looked at before with those stairs. Ooh. Very interesting. I do like that actually, the more I look at it. So let me actually make some more stairs real quick. I'm going to convert all of this into oak, and I'm actually going to make maybe 24 actually, yeah, that'll do. I was thinking about 32, but then might be pushing it a little bit. So if I break the other side here as well, I get that. Aha, I like that a lot. And it really helps break up that wall. So yeah, we'll probably roll with that then. I could make it go one block higher, potentially. That would help with the door. Because otherwise the door, the only way I could really do the door right now is something like that. And I would like the three to match. But would that look good a block up? Let's see. Also, you know what that... Oh, I guess it wouldn't be so bad. I was thinking about the lever being down there. We could just put the lever on top, I suppose. Let me put a redstone lamp there. This would need to come out. And... no, I don't think I would like that. I could try this, alternatively, if we wanted to do it this way. Put that in place there. And then do that. No, I liked it the other way. I liked that. So the door, I'll probably just have a lamp that is basically below the door. Probably. That will do for that. And I'm gonna put this back. Put that back. and do this. And we're probably going to do that on all the sides, actually. So this will move here, and we'll put that up there. I'm not going to worry about the door for now. It is night time, so I'm going to sleep. And we can get back to it. Close that door. Alright, so now what I think I'm going to do is actually finish the roof off, or at least get it to a point where it's like that one is over here. So to do that, I'm going to need to run dirt all the way around the edge. And the reason I need the dirt is so that the logs will place properly. I didn't try doing the sideways logs. I guess we could try that. But I have a feeling it won't look as good. I'll try it here. Just move this dirt out of the way. I think I like it more. See what it looks like here. I kind of don't like seeing the bottom of the log like that some of the time. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. Yeah, that does look better with this, I feel. Yeah. I'll put the two side by side again, and we can look, see which one we prefer when we put it side by side. We can move that down. What do I prefer? I think that one over there, because it makes it more simplistic. You don't have this extra weird texture here. So I think we're actually gonna, after all of that, do this instead. Ah, such fun. At least it makes it easier on me placing everything. So I'm gonna tear down this dirt. There's a zombie around somewhere. I'm gonna climb up here, and I should be able to do the rest quite comfortably from up here. Do I have enough wood? Probably. Just like so. Pick these up. Alright, so now we have this. Now for the roof, I'm probably gonna just use wood for now. Something like this, maybe. I might use a different type of wood, just because otherwise it all looks the same. I just like having a big wooden room, basically, and I'm not too keen on that look. We will also have to think about lighting as well. I'll probably throw up some lamps up here. How does that look? I mean, it does look like a big wooden room, doesn't it? Basically. So then I'm going to have the oak fences in here as well to divide up the area for pens and all that kind of stuff. It's going to look very oak in here. I could do that, and that would help break it up a bit. Do I really want to make a spruce roof though? I guess we can try. Doesn't hurt to try. Got plenty of supplies here in my box, so I'll grab a bit of it. But I have a feeling I'll probably prefer the oak over the spruce. We'll do it from here, I guess. Yeah, it does look a little odd. But I think we'll go with the spruce fences to help break it up a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and actually finish off the roof, I think, now. To be the next thing to do. And from there, all I need to do then is figure out the roof lighting and then actually work on the interior of the barn and get some animals in. And I think we'll be in good shape then. Okay guys, so a little bit of time has passed and I've been working on the barn here. So I've basically finished the roof. I've also added the wall features, all the redstone lamps, and I've added the spruce fences in here. Now what I'm going to try and decide upon is whether I want to add some posts inside the barn. Would need to move that, of course, but that's not a big deal. And now what I would like to try and do is figure out if I would appreciate a sort of pillar or archway style thing. Kind of what I would like to go for will be something a little bit like that, but maybe with slabs. And then maybe a central block in the middle. But that would only really work if there was a beam like here. The problem with that is, though, then the fence looks kind of messed up. Or I could just connect directly to the wall like that. Let me go make some slabs and, whoops, test this. See what it looks like. And then we'll probably get some animals in our barn. I do still really need to work on the roof. I'm still not totally happy with it yet, but I'm kind of stumped as to what to do for the moment. So yeah, basically what I would like to do is maybe something, oops, a little bit like that possibly. Yeah, I don't think so. I think I'm probably overcomplicating it a bit too much, to be honest. It would look nice, but I just don't think we have the room to do it in here, so I'm not too worried about it. I could add a post at the back there and start getting really fancy, but I don't think it's needed for this, at least at the moment. I don't have a ton of supplies after all. Oh, and I kind of expanded a lot of this out here too, just to kind of make things look a little bit neater and nicer. And I think the advantage of doing that is has now presented itself, because we now have, I'm keeping an eye on that Enderman by the way, we now have some extra room here that I could use for something else, like maybe a horse stable or maybe a chicken farm, that kind of thing. We have room now for that, so that's good too. But yeah, I mean, this is nice sort of interior wise. I wouldn't change too much about it. I might add some hay bales in here, that kind of thing, but aside from that, it looks pretty good. I might also want to make a coarse dirt floor in there rather than grass. So, although animals graze on grass, don't they? And at least for sheep, that's really important because they need to eat the grass to regrow their wool, so never mind. Hello. So aside from that, I think the interior is pretty much done. It's just the exterior that I really want to finish off. The roof particularly is still kind of a disaster area at the moment. But I'm not sure what to do with it, to be honest. I kind of just want to slab it all and bring the slabs out one block and then say that's that. But I think that would make it look too much like a fishing shack, and I don't really want to go for that look. But it can't sit how it is because it doesn't look right to me. I may end up putting a roof on it lengthways and then having the door through the side. That could work. I know I talked about not doing that, but now it doesn't look like there's really anything here. It looks a bit flat. Maybe we could try doing some roof stuff just to get a feel for what it would look like. So let me put a bunch of this other stuff away, and we really at the moment just need some cobble items. So let's go ahead and make some cobble steps. some cobble slabs. I mean, it will all be made of cobble. That much is known to me. If we do this. Oh, I want some dirt to climb up. There we go. Probably should have made some ladders, but I didn't, so we'll do it the old-fashioned way. So the roof would obviously go this way. I did think about bringing... That's not what I wanted to do. Bringing the first layer like this, sort of out one. Yeah. Okay. No, I hate placing stairs. Let's bring it just up to there for now. Yeah, I didn't think I'd have enough. Can repurpose these though. And put this in place so I can get back up. And then I would use some slabs. Okay guys, so I'm back, and you were probably thinking at the end of that last clip, man, that looks terrible, what is he thinking? And I saw it, it looked dreadful. The more and more I built it, the more and more I disliked it. So I spent almost an hour, pretty much, trying to figure out a good design with the cobble for the roof, and I couldn't come up with anything, to be honest. And I've tried this, it actually doesn't look as bad as I first thought it would. And I'm in the process right now of changing the logs to point downwards as well for a bit more detail. It just, to me, it didn't seem right. And I spent, as I say, almost an hour in a creative world trying to come up with designs, and I just couldn't think of anything. I've looked at a number of barns and barn designs and Minecraft barns as well, and nothing really seemed to fit my situation here. And this barn is very much about function rather than it looking the best. And this is how I have my torches laid out, so I don't have to see those on the roof. If it was still a problem, then I could just change it out for redstone lamps and it wouldn't be a big deal. I'm just trying to be resource efficient about it if I can. So this is what I've gone with. And I have made a couple of small enhancements as well, like I added a bit of detail above the door there. I reworked the interior here. The pens are a bit smaller, but there's a little bit more room to get around now. I guess I'll put a gate for this one here. And I added this ladder up to the roof if we ever need to use it for anything. It's kind of handy to have access to there if I ever want to change anything. But yeah, I was not sure about what to do with this barn here. It kind of seems a bit plain and a bit thin, if anything now. But it's not too bad. The thing that kind of is a bit weird is the fact that the entrance and exit are actually here and the other side respectively. More than anything, but it's not too bad. It will serve its function, I'm sure, and that's really what I need it for. I'm kind of a bit disappointed that I couldn't make it look better, but I'll dress it up to a degree with the flowers and everything else, sort of around the front here, and maybe when the paths are in and the flowers have all been put down and things like that, it'll actually look pretty good. Honestly, I mean, it's just a big square building with a bit of depth and some lamps. That's really all it is. But then again, if you look at the houses, the villager houses, they aren't exactly the most detailed thing in the world. They're pretty detailed, but they're not like some of the builds that you see some amazing builders put together and that type of thing. It's just not like that. One thing I was thinking about doing was maybe changing out the floor here. Oops, I didn't really mean to do that. With cobble. Now that's an improvement. That is, it kind of looks like the villager houses there. that is an improvement, and that does make it look... Actually, that offers a lot. I just thought about that while looking at the villager houses, and that is quite a significant improvement, actually. I'm impressed. Just what changing a small bit can do. I think I was trying to overthink it with the roof, and really it doesn't need to be as complex as that. So I think this is what we're going to roll with. I will change that out to be cobble on all sides because I do like that. And I think that'll be our barn, honestly. We need to do some work yet with regards to the path that runs through here. And obviously this barn doesn't have any animals yet, which is another job that we're going to have to do. I don't know if we're going to do that today though. We might do that another episode. Might kind of finish it off next time, because we are running out of recording time again, and I don't want my video to get too long. So we are making some progress with this. It does require a lot of thought to get something that I like, but it's not too bad. If we look at this now as the front of the barn, that's not too bad. And especially considering we are probably going to tear a lot of this out here, dress it up with some flowers and bone meal some things around it, it'll probably look pretty good, actually. So let me know what you think about the barn here, and if there's anything you'd suggest for it in preparation for next time. I'm always interested to hear any feedback that anybody has on my builds. It helps such a lot. But I don't think it's, you know, it's not as bad as it was, at least. The roof just was not right for me. But that's that, I guess. So next episode, what we will work on is we will work on finishing this up. Probably adding the path in, doing some decorative type stuff, and getting the animals in. We haven't done that either. Completely lost my train of thought there. So we'll need to do that, but then once we've done that, I think that's pretty much it for the barn. We'll have a fully functional barn that I can then breed the animals in and get their resources, which is really important. We have been running low on food. I would like to get a supply of leather going, for sure. And wool would be handy to have, and especially seeing as sheep drop the mutton now, it's even more useful to actually farm sheep. So I want to try and get on that, and then maybe after that we'll probably go underground again and maybe do some caving, and then we'll come back to this and build a proper wheat farm or carrot farm or whatever we want to do here for breeding the animals a bit better. So we still do not have a system for that yet either. But as I say, this village project is not a quick job. It's something that is going to be my base for quite some time, I feel. So I'm not really worried about it taking long or short. I'm just going at the pace I feel comfortable with. I'm sure you guys understand that and are probably enjoying it that way. Right, so all we need to do is this one, and then we'll probably end the episode after this. So again, let me know if there's any feedback you'd like to give on the barn here. I'll be reading the comments as always to see if there is anything interesting or any cool ideas. There we go. As I say, next episode we'll try and finish this up if we can. Get some animals in there, get a path made, get some doors up on it, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's our barn for now. Pretty happy with it, I have to say. So until next time, guys. Wait, that's not my outro. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode, and I hope to see you next time. So until then, see you later, and have a good day.